Welcome back everyone to today's first video, and we're going to be having a look at the weather for the next couple of weeks. And also now a named storm has been found and has been named over the last couple of days, so we're going to show you the warnings and cautions for that just after we've shown you the wind map. So let's get into this. Let's not waste any time. So currently we have got low pressure out in the Atlantic. I think it's trying to push in with this weather front just here, but it is struggling quite a lot, and we are bringing the winds in from a mild southerly, southwesterly, a bit more southeasterly, a bit cooler for the east coast right there. But we might actually start bringing the wind in from a cooler northerly later on in the week, or northwesterly, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that as well, because that could get quite interesting if it does go colder. Now let's show you the warnings from the Met Office. So the latest warnings from the Met Office are looking like this. So we've got a yellow warning for rain and snow over Scotland currently, and could see some quite significant snow. That is for today, and also for Scotland we've got a big wind warning just here, as you can see, for most of the Scotland in this wind warning as well. We've also got some wind warnings that in Wales, Northwest Midlands, England. Then we got a big rain we got quite a big rain warning for a lot of the country just here as well. And we've also got a big wind warning for the south coast as well. So they are the latest warning. So if you are in any areas, just take care and just remember there is some warnings around, and then by tomorrow we've got a wind and snow warning up here in just there. We've also got the wind warning still sticking around for Wales and Northern England. So we do still have warnings tomorrow, but very toned down with that. So now let's show you the latest GFS charts. Here we go. Okay, so here is the latest GFS run. This is the midnight runs, 0-0 run. So we're going to have a look at this. So once again, this is the situation with them southerly, southwesterly winds, maybe a bit more southeasterly for the east coast at the moment. So mild for most of the country, but once again there is that northerly wind just to the east of us, and we might see that affecting us more later this week and trying to push into the country. So it could get more interesting as the low pressure slides that way. We could wrap the wind around this low pressure here and turn the wind into from the north or northeast. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. So let's keep going. So as we run through to Thursday, we keep it like that there, and there the low pressure passes through the country, and then the wind wraps around the low pressure just there, and the wind starts coming in from a bit of a cooler northerly, northwesterly, northeasterly just there. So it's it will go cool, but I wouldn't say overly cold, but it's definitely going to go a bit cooler here from the north. So because there is a lot of cold air over Scandinavia, so we've got to keep an eye on that. As that passes through, we continue to bring wet weather in from the west, but you can see there is hints of high pressure trying to get going over Scandinavia. And if we did strengthen that and pushed it a bit more this way, we could probably bring the wind in from a very cold easterly, because it is very cold over there at the moment. So if that does come off, it will be quite interesting. So as we carry on, we'll look like this. Once again, that high pressure is trying to build to the north now, as you can see, and especially it's starting to get going over Greenland as well. So is this a response to the SSW chances we have been seeing? Let's find out. So as we continue, the low pressure sinks south, and we start bringing in a very, very cold northerly, northeasterly. And look at this, low pressure sliding through the south. That'll probably bring a lot of snow if that came off. Rain, sleet, snow. There's probably about the boundary where it'll be up to. And we've got high pressure towards Greenland and Iceland, looking like this. That's very, very interesting. Low pressure sinking south, and the wind coming in for a very, very, very long fetch northerly Arctic air pushing through the country. Very, very interesting here. But some of the models have been going for this. So let's look at the upper air temperatures based on that. And here we go. That we get the colder air pushing down, and we even get the -10 upper air temperatures down. And the -15 is not far away, just there. As you can see, it's going very, very cold from the north. Look at the cold over Europe, extreme cold over Europe, just there. As you can see, very, very, very interesting by the end. Getting into the second week of January. That looks very, very interesting. As you can see, them northerly winds carry on all the way till the end of the run and probably keep it very, very cold. And even the blocking looks like it's even trying to strengthen over Greenland. So that is very, very interesting. We'll not say much more about that because we are still quite far away and it's quite uncertain if it will come off, but that's very interesting from the latest charts today. So let's show you the diagram based on that. And here is the diagram, and as you can see, that operational run's actually not even an outlier. It's sticking with the average white line all the way through, really, and there's not much going for anything mild by that point either. And most of the models are going for at least -5 upper air temperatures through the country just there. And the average for the time this year is this big red line here. And at the moment we're about up and down on that, but look what happens into the new year. It just drops off and we never really recover there. As you can see, we go up, down around here, that bit of cooler interlude near the new year, up, down, and then we just see a huge slide in the temperature just there. That's very, very interesting. Could it be because of the displacement of the polar vortex and the warming in the stratosphere? We will see. We will see. So now we're going to show you the ECMWF charts before we go. So let's show you them very quickly. Okay, so this is week 1. We are looking like this. So it actually looks quite cold from the 1st to 8th of January with week 1 just here. So we've got blocking high pressure over Greenland and Iceland just there. That trough of low pressure moving through south of Europe, pushing south just there. And actually we removed that high pressure to the west of Spain, and that's what's been causing us problems lately from getting cooler weather, and we get them long fetch northeasterlies, and that actually looks very cold. That looks very interesting for the heights just there. So let's show you what the precipitation is looking like based on that, and we look like this, and that looks very similar to what the heights were saying. So we've got that blocking towards Greenland and Iceland. The height's a bit more raised towards Greenland as well because it's drier, and we've got around average or below average for the south of the country and a bit above average for the north of the country where the blocking is. So once again, that could be interesting. It looks like that's where them winds are coming in from that northeasterly. So could this actually be hinting at quite cold for the start of January? Let's look at the temperatures. Temperatures are looking like this, and it actually looks very cold now. So yesterday we were seeing that the temperatures were like all around here were all mild, but now the temperatures are retreating south. The milder temperatures retreating south, east and west, and actually going quite mild over Greenland at this point. Look how cold it is over Scandinavia and northern Europe with that cold pool, and we're bringing them winds in from up there northeasterly and going very cold for the whole country, Ireland included, everywhere going cold. So that is probably quite interesting from the ECMWF today. They were yesterday's runs, so we'll see what they update later on today. But that's very interesting from the first ECMWF charts today. So that is all we've got to show you for today's first video. There might be another video today, I'm not sure. But thank you everyone for watching, and we're going to see you in the next one. Goodbye.